It's not an earthquake. I'm just trying to get this thing set up. There we go. Kind of, sort of, ish. Hey guys, Darren here. Welcome to Mayhem Country Living. Hope you guys are doing well wherever. I'll get it set in just a second. How about that? I think that's the best we can. There we go. That's the best we can do. Hope you guys are doing all right this evening. I'm sorry I'm running a little bit late. We have been doing a whole bunch of stuff. As some of you guys know, I was on a out of town, way behind thing. How about that hair? And all the ice and snow that we'd had in the northern part of Alabama and up into Tennessee put me way behind on my work, and I had to crunch to finish up. So I'd been gone for 9 days, just getting back home, getting everything situated, so you understand. Hey Doc. So it was just catch up, and then got home Wednesday, and then Thursday I had to go up to North Alabama again and finish up another project. So today is my first day off in a good bit, so I'm going to try to stay home for about 4 days. I am glad you are doing better, Doc. I hope everything went well. I won't, delve too deep into it, but I'm glad you're up and around and doing good. So I was going to message you later on, but I'm glad you're on here. You still feel like crap. So you got to avoid stress and eat better. Stay out of the clubs, all the partying. That's probably it. I've heard about you up there. So I'm pretty sure you know how wild you are, buddy. But I'm glad you're doing a lot better. Today was kind of busy. Had to get up and, of course, hit the gym since I'm home. And I get paid the first of the month, so got a lot of stuff to do. Did bills, took both dogs to the vet, got them all done. Not to drive. How can I get the meds I need if I don't? That's a good question. I see we got 3 people on here now. Hey guys, hanging out in the background. Come on in and talk if and yous want to. We're down to 2. Just me and Doc now. Those were probably my minders who were looking. Oh, he's okay. He's not saying anything yet. So. What? 135 over 30? Yeah, that ain't. Huh. Okay, you are wearing a heart monitor. Is that the one that is Wi-Fi? And does it send all the stuff to them, or do you have to plug it into an honest to goodness modem again? We had to do that with Samantha a couple of times, and it was a pain in the butt because no one has modems available, so you have to hunt down the router. I'm figuring you're having to do something like that. Oh, you already got a call from your doctor. Well, that's good that they're actually checking it and are able to see it as it happens. Sometimes they sync it to your, if you have an iPhone, or an Apple Watch or something, which those things kind of creep me out. I've got one. I keep it in a drawer somewhere. Or she may have, I told her to sell it. I didn't want the thing. Yes, sir. Hey, prepping artist. How are you doing? Come on in. We're just sitting here talking. I think it's just me and Doc right now. And so welcome in, buddy. So we did the dogs. got the heartworms and all the vaccinations for the year. And Saul's actually lost weight. Saul is the largest German Shepherd. He's lost probably 10 pounds. He's down to 106. And Luna has actually gained pound. She's almost 80 pounds. So, hey, somebody's getting fed around here. Me too. Started working on the on the fence. Started pulling everything down. Now that we're just about finished with the property line stuff, we are extending the fence line. So that has been a good bit of work. We've already started looking at what we need to do. Chris with Surviving in Alabama, a friend of mine lives not far from here. He said he was going to come by maybe next 2 weeks or something like that. We're going to get together, and he'd bring his tractor, and so we'd do some of the stuff that I can't do. So you ain't kidding. We still have a pile of garbage from the years of the previous owner, and the kudzu covered it up. So we bought it, and we didn't know we had won this valuable prize till the kudzu died, and then lo and behold, it was a mattress, a box spring, a sofa that was just. And these people didn't strike you as that kind of people, but they just piled up stuff, toilets, pool liners. I think there were 2 or 3 pool liners. Just so you know, pool liners burn good because that's what we did when we first got here. We cleared out all the big stuff, and now it's just piles of crap. Old mason jars. I dug up some cool jars, and the old mason jars that were still good, no cracks or anything. Pulled them out, set them in the sun for a day or two, ran them through the dishwasher after I hand washed them, and they are back in cycle. So we've been using them. But it's an incredible amount of stuff. I don't know. I hate it when people do that kind of stuff because it's 2 miles away is a dump station, a city dump. So you pay $5 for the truckload, and you just take the stuff and dump it. And they, squish it with a dozer, and you can do your recyclables and all that stuff. So it's not like it would have taken them much. And of course, out where we live, everybody has trucks. So it's not like you don't have a reason to not do it. That's one of the things I just never understood. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Now, like some of the old places I've gone when I used to do I used to do a lot of bottle collecting and bottle hunting. And we used to go to old family dumps and dig around in there. You'd find some pretty cool bottles and buttons and all kinds of stuff. Every now and then you'd find a silver spoon and all that stuff. It was good stuff. But yes, it's amazing all the crap that you come across, because it's just a dump, a whole family dump, and they dump it and they dump it and they dump it, and over the years, and then somebody put a little dirt on top of it and then dump more and more and more. But way it is. What's been happening with you guys? I'm catching up with Doc. You been doing all right, Prepping Artist? Do you have a YouTube channel, Prepping Artist? If you do, post your links, or if you have an Instagram or anything like that, feel free to post some links, because that would be all right with me. And as always, you can find me on Mayhem Country Living. I am on Facebook when I check it. And you can always contact me, mayhemcountryliving@gmail.com, if you have any thoughts or ideas or suggestions for the videos. Everything that we do related to homesteading and prepping, preparedness, No idea, Jay Dickinson. Um, there we go. Just got supplies needed for the chicken run. Going to fix that up this weekend. That is actually part of what I'm doing, Prepping Artist. Only moderators can post channel links. Oh, dang it. I'm sorry about that. It may not help right now, but mention email me all your stuff, and I'll mention you in another video just to so people will know that you're out there. That's really cool. I'm actually in the process. I'm tearing down our chicken run, and we're moving a bunch of stuff around. We're expanding around that area I was talking about cleaning up, and then we're going to move our chickens, and it is all a process. And I want to make a nice, pretty chicken run. It's probably going to be a permanent one, a semi-permanent one, something like that. So it'll be a coop and a run. And what I had been doing prior was I would alternate sections. H-E-R, okay, Jay Dickinson. Don't forget about that. I don't know what that is. H-E. Don't know. And I would alternate. So we would do chickens in there, and then we'd move them to the other side, and we'd do our garden there, and then alternate it. And that's how we did it. And the chickens really did a good job. Chickens are natural tillers, and so they till down about 1 inch. And then the fertilizer is fantastic. It's a hot fertilizer, but they do really good. And at the end of the season, we'd always just let the chickens in to whatever garden site it was, and then they would just consume everything, clean it up, till it, and then throw out a little cover crop if you wanted to do something like that. So, some kind of nitrogen fixer, or some kind of winter grass, just to keep it, and then let it grow up and die, or throw straw over it. Whatever rotten feed we have left over, old molasses, sweet feed, stuff like that. The bugs and the worms really like it. So we try not to do a whole lot of pesticides for that reason, because we're incorporating the chickens in there. And it works good, really good for us. The garden's fantastic, and it's a very small garden, so we still get a lot of good produce from it. And then, of course, there's the eggs and the meat. We do our own butchering. And like I said, the eggs, a lot of them, most of them, we end up giving to the little ladies at the church. It's just, and they love it. So it's pretty good. Let me see if I can fix something. Maybe I can. That's beautiful. And the ice wall has come. There you go. Let's see if I can. I was going to add some. I was going to add Doc to the moderator, because I thought at one time he was a moderator on here. Well, I'll have to figure something else out. Buckskin Saddlebags, how are you doing, boss? I hope everything's going all right with you. Have a good evening. I will talk to you later. Thanks for coming by, and thanks for all the comments on the channel, buddy. I appreciate it. See you later, man. Have a good evening. I did a few videos while I was doing that using the T-post puller. If you don't have one, they're actually really handy to have. One of the things I always do after elections. You know, you have your city elections and everything, and people post those, put up those 4x4 posts and put up those big 4x8 posters of themselves. And plywood ain't cheap. And so what I do is I tell them, I'll go down and pick up all your stuff. So I'll go out there with a screw gun, unscrew it, knock it down, throw it in the back of the truck. And I got 4x4s and I got sheets of plywood for free. A lot of times they put those banners up with T-posts. And so I'll go out there and pull those things down with permission, mostly. And I get free T-posts. And a lot of the older people say, if you come, you know, I'll give you $50 if you come pull all these T-posts down for me, and there's 15 or so that have just been stuck in there. I'll go out with a T-post jack those things out of the ground. T-posts aren't cheap anymore either. They're, oh gosh, I can't remember. I always get the 5.5 feet one, and those things are not cheap. I think I paid $3 or $4 a piece the last time I bought them. And I knew that they were going to get really expensive and we were going to have a lot to do. And this was right after we moved here 2 years. So I probably bought 100 just right then and had them delivered. There you go. Still no idea, Jay Dickinson, but there you go. So it has been a job. I took down 60 feet of fence, field wire, and chicken wire. I had 6 feet high chicken wire. I had 2 3-foot pieces on each side. So I took down actually 150 feet of fence, rolled it all up, and it was just a job because it was so, I wanted to save everything. So it was, you know, just something to do. And this time we're going to completely cover, because we did have a lot of problem with hawks at the end of the summer. We lost, I'm going to say 7 or 8 to hawks. And we run Brahmas. I just like Brahmas. They're large, they're docile. And they, because they're larger, they don't act as crazy as like Easter eggers or, you know, some of the other breeds. It is larger meat, but it's a larger bone, so your bone to meat ratio isn't that much better, and they eat more. So there are some pros and cons to it, but just the fact that they don't try to fly that much. Have a good evening, Jay Dickinson. And the hawks seemed to leave them alone, except right there at the end. Now we did have Easter eggers and some I can't remember. I can't remember the others that we had. So it was a mix, but this time we'll just go with we'll get a straight run, a straight run, and take a gamble, and then we'll get a sexed run of all Brahmas. These aren't the giant Brahmas, but these are the Brahmas, and they're still huge. And, you know, with a straight run, it's kind of like gambling. So I'm hoping I'll get about 15 hens and 5 roosters, and then we'll cull down to 2 or 3 roosters. And that's a good ratio. If I have 15 hens, I can do two roosters, keep one, you know, one as a backup. So that's just some of the stuff that we do. One of the things that we do with our chickens also is I don't use any soy product feed, because the problems that I've seen, it can be problematic with soy with chickens, just because of the cytoestrogen in the soy, and it makes the egg into like a estrogen bomb almost. That's what I have read, and that's always been my thought. So that's why you see all the skinny pants little boys running around that look like girls or want to look like girls. That's my thought anyway. So we try to avoid any soy and do it. One of the things I was talking about Jerusalem artichokes the other night when we were on here, I ordered a 5-pound bag of Jerusalem artichokes. So hopefully they'll be here in a week or two. And it's really reputable site. The nice thing about the Jerusalem artichokes is it's kind of like a naturalized hybrid. They look like, oh, you're back. And he's back. The Jerusalem artichokes get 6 to 8 feet tall. And they are an aggressive grower, almost considered invasive in some places. But they look like skinny sunflowers. And they'll get, a flower blossom about that. And they actually have a fragrance for a while. And then they are prolific runners. So we're going to put a lot of them around the property. The killer diller thing, all that to say this. Hey, Marvin, what you doing? Thank you for coming by, Marvin. I have not been able to figure out what's going on with my steam yard yet, but I'll get it figured out. If you see anybody that has posted from the prepping artist, can you approve his links? I don't know how to do it. Hang on, I think I may have figured out how to. Well, if you would, because I don't know how to do it. Oh, okay, I just figured out how to do it. Okay, Doc, I'm making you a moderator also. There we go. Because you're on here a lot. There you go. Standard moderator for the channel. Okay, there we go. Because I just now figured out how to do it. So, good. So, prepping artist, I think Marvin might be able to figure out, unless I can do it myself. Hang on. I haven't done. Well, I don't know. We'll figure it out, prepping artist. Either that or email me. And like I said, I will get it figured out. I'm using my iPhone because my work computer, I still haven't unloaded my car yet, except for the clothes. I just been so busy getting back in town. We've got to this weekend. Dad's birthday's tomorrow. He's 80 years old. We got to go to the plant place and look at some plants, and then we've got to go to his birthday party. 80 years old, and yeah, he's still doing pretty good. He's still doing pretty good, still active. We don't let him use the ladder anymore, and or the chainsaw, and but he's building a greenhouse for my mom. He's 80, so he just, that's the thing. Which, not using the chainsaw and getting on the ladder is pretty much the same thing, because I'm actually not allowed to use the chainsaw or get on the ladder when I'm alone anymore because of the accidents that have happened. The prepping artist was trying to add his links, his YouTube channel, and it says it wouldn't allow him, and I didn't see it pop up. So if he tries again, and yeah, he needs a bag of money. Doc needs a bag of money. Okay, but yeah, if you can, since you're the moderator. Correction, Pratt. Yeah, I figured that's what you were talking about. And I'll go take a look at your channel, man, and take a look at it and see. Because I like to talk to other people who are doing the same thing that we are doing. I think I dropped some people. Oh, they all came back. Probably I don't know what it was, modem. But in the midst of all that, I did 3 videos and 3 or 4 video shorts just because, you know, I was thinking, well, I ought to do something while I'm out here about it, because some people not know about the T-post jacks, because those things, and they save your back. And I've pulled them up, I've wrapped chains around them and lifted them and done all that stuff. I've yanked them out of the ground with my truck before, and of course, you know, that ruins them. But that thing is worth its weight. It is worth the money. I've had 2 in my life, and they last forever, but somebody stole my last one years ago. I loaned it to somebody, and they never brought it back. So those things are like your chainsaw. You're very selective about who you loan your chainsaw to. Oh, he's probably talking to his doctor, Marvin, because he said he's hooked up to a monitor while he's at home for his heart. But Monday, got to go get another load of firewood, and I may take y'all on and do a video of that place, because that place is just really cool. It's a huge sawmill, and these are the ends and the pieces that do not pass the grade for railroad ties. And so they cut them up into 18-inch long pieces, 18-inch and 24-inch, I think is the thing. And you buy them by the truckload, and they're kiln-dried hardwood. And these things are, and a truckload is $25. And if you bring a trailer, the truckload and the trailer is $25. And all you got to do is bust it up. So a lot of times, you know, in a couple of the videos, you'll see me busting up the firewood, and that stuff burns good. It gets wet because they have imagine a block long, literally a city block long, 60-foot high pile of hardwood that they dang near give away. And that stuff is pretty good. And Shauna just rolls her eyes because she says it doesn't burn as good as the split lumber that we buy. Now, okay, mind you, a split load, depending truck size, $150, $180. And I can buy a truckload for $25, stacked up to the top of the sides, you know. And so that's what we do. And the reason she can't, it doesn't burn good in her eyes is because she don't know how to start a fire. But don't you guys tell her I said that. So I'll actually start busting up some into smaller pieces so she can start it. We got fat wood as well, so, you know, fat wood does great for fire starting. But we're just kind of recovering all that expensive stuff from that we had to do over the ice stuff and buy expensive stuff. You know, everybody ran their heat like crazy, and we had the upstairs fireplace and downstairs fireplace kind of going. And I am going to get a wood stove for down here because it's just going to be a lot more energy efficient in the basement. So I probably won't do the hearth like I was talking about. I'll get an honest to goodness fireplace, a wood heater insert. Did I say that right? A wood heater insert? I think that's right. And I'll get a used one and put it in there, plumb it in, and that will really go a long way. Our gas bill, we heat with natural gas. Our natural gas bill, we just got it in today because we just paid it today, was $280, I want to say. So those days were in there. I'm going to say it was $280. And she said there was some discrepancy. There was a $50 credit or something that we had on there. I think, no. So it wasn't actually 280, it was 220. But buying that kind of wood back in, it was like $20. Yeah, and it's great wood. Even, you know, it sits out there and it gets wet and it'll soak it up because it's kiln dried, so it's kind of like a big old dry sponge. And when it gets wet, it takes a while to knock it apart. But I just stack it up and let it dry, throw a tarp over it, and then I just start whaling with it. That's why I got that 8-pound sledge, and I thought, you know, I had the head sitting there because I'd gotten it out of one of the buildings from the last place we were in, and I thought I'll just go ahead and fix this thing. Man, that thing works so good. I'm amazed. I have to get a really good, and a lot of you guys will know what I'm talking about, an all electric and boat heater. In an all electric was $162. Are you kidding me? Okay, well, and I know because, like I said, I get paid first of the month, so we pay all the bills the first or the second. It was $420, the power bill. Okay. I can see. Yeah, that explains it a lot. Because this one upstairs is 2,000 square feet, maybe 2,100, and the downstairs is maybe 2,000. And we don't heat the basement that much. We keep the basement in the 60s, and that's mainly just because of the flowers or the ambient heat that comes down. So yes, 130, power bill was 120. Yeah, Marvin, that's really dang good. Oh, I wanted to ask you, Marvin, how did your mushroom hunting go? Were you able to go? And I saw that you were wanting some people to go with you. Obviously, you know, you're where you are, and I'm down here in Alabama, and so I couldn't. I bet that is a big difference. Now, one of the things that we have to do, more than likely, we're going to stay here. We're just going to have to make it a little more gentle as we get older. We are going to have to get some more windows because we still have the windows that were in here 60 years ago when it was built. So these are single pane windows. They have storm windows on them, but again, the storm windows are probably 40 years old. So you can see the gaskets are kind of popped out and everything. That's one of the things I've done exterior windows in wood frame houses before, but I've never done any kind of exterior work like framing in a brick home. And I was talking to one of the guys on in one of the Facebook groups. I can't believe I've forgotten his name. He posts stuff all the time, and I comment. So if you're friends with me or him, you'd know him if I mention it. It wasn't Doc Sprocket. It was he's good friends with Doc Sprocket too. I can't remember his name. He told me how to do it. He said there's about six screws. You just go all the way around the end with a sawzall. You measure the window that you take out. Try to take it out as large a piece as you can, and then frame it. Put your window in, and then seal up the rest. And he said it shouldn't take one too long to do it. So I figured I would start on the back of the house doing that. And that way, if I screwed it up really bad, I could fix it, and it wouldn't make the front of the house look too bad. Or what I may do is I may hire a guy, a regular, not a contractor, well, maybe a contractor, but hire somebody that does it for a living and say, show me how to do this. And I'll pay you however much it would be for you to put it in, and that way I can learn while I'm doing it. Or if he gives me a good price, I'll just, tell him I'll bring you tools and, see what it, because I just wanted to learn how to do it. There's a lot of stuff that I know how to do. Framing, I've framed exterior houses, and interior. When it comes to brick, I just don't know. And I don't want to mess anything up. Okay, that's good. That's tomorrow. I hope you do too. Good luck to you. I'm curious to see what you have. I will do my dangest to have the live stream at 6 o'clock tomorrow, p.m. Central Time. But I got to put a reminder on my phone because I didn't even think about it. We were upstairs cooking, and I was doing a video cook on, or a cooking video on. Hey, dude, ain't panicking. What are you doing? Tell Pete I said hey. Yeah, I had that problem when I replaced the windows in a wood frame house that we had. You had to kind of pick the most appealing look and go with it from there. Because I remember having to play with the shims. He sent me some really good videos. Why was he screaming at me? Serenading. I'm sorry. I'm looking at my phone. It's like, why was he screaming at me? Yes, he was sending me all of the music, and tell him my Gaelic is rusty. I had to translate some of it, but I appreciate it. And the music was pretty cool. Hang on just a second. Yes, sweetie? Okay. Well, we're going to have to wrap this video up because the homemade chicken pot pie is about to come out of the oven. Actually, hang on through the miracle of the interweb. Hey, Survival Buzz, how are you doing? I don't recognize your name, so thank you for coming by and thanks for hanging out. If we can get it figured out, because I hadn't done a live stream in a long, long time. Post your post your links, and I will do my best, or the admins here, Doc Falcon or Marvin, will try to get it where your stuff will come up if you want to post any of your links or anything like that. Please feel free to advertise, whatever your stuff on here to help your channel. And thank you for coming by. If you have a problem or if you want me to mention you on a video, email me at mayhemcountryliving@gmail.com. Let me see if I can type that in. Oh, don't worry about it, dude. Come on in, take your shoes off, make yourself at home. See if I can create it. Oh, cancel. Okay, I'm trying to. Top chat, live chat, super chat, none. Chat viewing options, top chat, live chat. Is that any different? Okay, I understand. Well, Mayhem Country Living, Mayhem, M-A-Y-H-E-M, Country Living, all one word, at gmail.com. Please, yeah, $5,000 to Darren, P.O. Box 3521, Pueblo, Colorado. Or if you need to, you know, write the name of your channel on the hood of a 67 Super Sport Chevelle SS 396 and send it to my address, and I will be sure to post that link for you. And bonus points to anybody who knows where I stole that from. I'll go ahead and tell you because probably none of you will. You got the sticker on the back of your truck. There you go. I appreciate it. I got to start making some stickers. I still got to do the shirts. I'm so far behind. Do you guys remember Click and Clack, the Tappet brothers that came on Saturdays on NPR, National Public Radio? And they had a car talk show on car repair, home repairs, home repair of your car. Fixing your car at home is what I'm trying to say. Yes, yes. Yes, from Boston. Boston, My Fair State. I think that's what they called it. One of the brothers died recently, and so did they really? I've heard that they actually, you know, they did that for a living, and they heard that they had an interesting shop with interesting people because they used to tell the stories about it. But they would always say, you know, if you want this, please be sure and write your name on the back of a $20 bill and send it to something, Harvard Square, My Fair City. Yeah, they were. They were. And one of them was into really, really old Volkswagens or something like that. These days NPR shows are just them yelling at you for destroying the universe with NPR. Yes. Okay. There's a podcast, if you guys are interested in where I live, because it's 10 miles up the road. It's called S-Town. You can look it up in your podcast provider, whatever it is. It's called S-Town, and it was by Ira Glass and another producer. Ira Glass is one of the executive producers for, I can't remember, something associated with NPR. I don't doubt it. Yeah, that's the one the windows wouldn't roll down or something. Or, you know, you had to do something to make it do something. I remember them talking about that. But go look up S-Town in your podcast, and it's about a guy that you'll just have to go listen to it, the podcast, if you are ever interested in my neck of the woods. Well, like I said, 10, 15 miles up the road. And it's interesting. No, you can't kill a slant six. Oh, come on, let's go upstairs. Come on, guys, let's go upstairs, and I will show you the end of the video that you will see in just a minute. And she's going to yell at me for bringing you all up here, but, you know, wipe your feet when you come in the house. And here is the bounty. How about that? Homemade chicken pot pies. That's pretty good. Watch the video because you will like it a lot. No, you can't kill slant sixes. Yes, and it's potatoes, corn, English peas, garlic, potatoes. You gotta have garlic and potatoes. Water chestnuts. going to be a really good dinner. And I'd like to tell you that I made that crust right there. I'd like to tell you I made that crust, but I would be lying. That came out of a box. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Anyway, let's see what she's doing in here. Say hey. We're on live. Okay. There's Saul had his shots in his bath. You saw the fluff of hair just come up. There's Luna. There's Sam. There's the TV. General Hospital. Oh, Doc Falcon said to tell you hey. She said hey back. All right, guys, we're going to wrap this up because I actually have to finish the video before we can eat. We all say hey. Rocco said hey. Hey, Rocco. She said hey back, Rocco. Pete, Olga, Gus. Tatiana. I pronounced that right, didn't I, Rocco? It's so hard to see on this iPhone. My work computer is still out in the truck. I hadn't even brought it in yet. I think that's right. I'm wearing my contact lenses that are bifocal. It's hard to see. I think that's right. My Alabamic accent. Yeah. Okay. Well, you know. But ain't it a beauty? Hope I got it right so you can see it. So it's gonna be good there. That's good stuff. I got up at 4:30 this morning and started my day, made the coffee, started the fire, and it was pretty cool. It was 34, 36. Thank you, Rocco. It actually came out pretty good. I helped make these. The Hooch did the majority of it, but I posted the recipe, so I posted a picture of the recipe, but it'll be a good dinner. And then you cover it with hot sauce, and that's the best way to eat it. I am gonna crumble bacon all over the top of one of them, so tell BC he should have been here for it, and that's gonna be a really good dinner. But we're gonna wrap this up. Thanks for coming by, guys. Thanks for hanging out. I will start trying to do it, honest to goodness, at 6 o'clock. It's just sometimes I forget. And I'll have to start putting the reminder on my phone so like 5:30 I can wrap a day up and come do this. Yes, sir. Frank's Red Hots. That was the one I was thinking of doing. Got a good flavor in a pinch. Crystal hot sauce. Oh, I got to go because she says she's hungry. We got to go eat. Anyway, guys, thanks for coming by. Thanks for hanging out. I appreciate it. We'll do this again tomorrow at 6. Don't know if I'm going to do one on Sunday because church stuff. Kimchi sauce. I think I've got some. I think I've got some of that kimchi sauce. Pass on Sunday. Yeah, I probably will. I mean, I still might do a video or something in between all the day stuff, but I think we do church. Church starts at 6, so got to do that. Anyway, guys, I'll wrap it up. You guys take it easy. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for hanging out. And hope you guys get a kick out of the videos. I just enjoy talking to you guys. Take care of you people. Y'all be safe.